Hey y'all. So I recorded a little bit ago, and you're gonna see that at the end of this video. But I forgot to tell you that if you have not watched my first video, you may not know what's going on or the story to watch this one. So go back and watch the first one. I'll link it below if you haven't seen it. And that's it. Today is Monday, November 23rd. I have just left the doctor's office. I had to come for some lab work. They are checking my progesterone again today, and hopefully I will have the results tomorrow or Wednesday. I believe that my levels are better because I have felt so much better the past couple weeks, and I don't know, I have a feeling that my levels are better and the numbers are going to look better, but we'll see what happens over the next couple days when I get my results. This week is Thanksgiving, so I'm hoping that I have them either tomorrow or Wednesday. If they are still low, I will be calling and scheduling an appointment so we can get the ball rolling again, get some more progesterone in me, and see what we need to do. So fingers crossed that my levels are better, and I think that's it. Hey everybody. So I have good news and I have bad news. But I'm more excited about the good news, obviously. So I got my results today from the progesterone blood test that I did yesterday, and my level is up. That's the good news. Thank goodness. My level is up. It is now 1.1, or it was yesterday when it was checked, it was 1.1, and that is up from less than 0.1. So I call that a win. However, my level is still low, according to my doctor. The nurse called and said it's still low. So the plan right now is to see if my body will just continue to do what it's supposed to do naturally now that I've had the progesterone and the letrozole, I assume, and see if I get my period. But if I do not have it by December 8th, then I need to call back and let them know it hasn't started. It's good news, it's bad news at the same time, but I'm glad that my doctor is on it and that he is trying his best to do what he needs to do for me, and we're gonna do whatever we have to do. So this also means that we were not able to, in my mind, looking at the numbers, looking at the levels and the ranges, obviously we weren't able to conceive this month, which it's a very, very low chance that you're gonna conceive the first month that you try the letrozole or Femara, however you want to say it. So, I mean, I knew what the chances were, so it's not a huge shock. It's not that upsetting. It is upsetting, obviously, because we've waited for this for a very, very, very long time. But it's not in terms of the progesterone and the letrozole are working and doing what they need to do. It's just going at a slower pace than what I personally would like. But if you know me, then you know I'm let's figure it out, let's get it done, let's do it, and let's move at a fast pace. But that's okay. It's all right. I'm not upset. I'm not discouraged, because as long as it's going up, that's a good thing, and that's what I'm focusing on. And we're gonna continue to do it. We're gonna continue to go from there. You know, we're just gonna continue to keep trying and keep doing what we have to do and see what happens, because now that I know that it's working, even in the small amount, it's still working in my mind. I don't know if that's true, but that's the way that I'm looking at it. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a great mood, and I've felt better in the last few weeks, like I said on my previous video, than I have in months. Really, probably in the past year. I felt so much better. I have had acne. I've had a few little cramps here and there, but I haven't really had that many side effects from the progesterone or from the letrozole. So I'm very happy about that, and I'm very happy that I'm feeling better, because I can tell that my hormones are becoming balanced. I can feel that. And I don't know, some people aren't that in tune with their hormones, but I feel like I am. And I've been in such a great mood for the past few weeks that I want to keep it going. And I feel like it will. But I can tell a difference. I can tell a difference in my body. I can tell a difference in my mood. I can tell. I don't know if anybody else around me can, but I can. And that's important to me. So please don't be a negative Nancy. Please don't give me your horror stories. I know that sounds so horrible, and I don't mean that in a horrible way. I don't mean that in an unkind way. I really, really, really don't. But I'm in such a good mood, and I'm in such a good place right now mentally than I was 2 months ago. Oh gosh, I'm gonna cry. But I'm in such a better place that I don't want to go back to that. Not yet. So thank you guys. Thank you everybody who has messaged and texted and called and commented and everything, giving me your stories and giving me your encouragement and telling me, you know, call me, text me, anything, ask me any question. I so appreciate that. But I want to keep the good vibes going, because it's working. It's working. And God is working. He is working. He is doing what he promised he would do. So we're gonna not be emotional anymore, and for the moment, and we're gonna just have good vibes and positivity flowing. So that's where we're at. I have to wait until December 8th. If I do not have my period by December 8th, I have to call my doctor back. I'm assuming at that point he will do the progesterone and do the letrozole again. I don't know that for sure, but that's just what I think is going to happen. So we'll see. Hey y'all. Okay. So I was waiting for my period to start. And if it did not start by December 8th, then I was supposed to call the doctor and say, hey, it hasn't started. So December 8th, all last weekend, so it is now December 11th. All last weekend, I was getting cramps. I was feeling kind of like, oh, it could start. Maybe. We'll see. And then on the 8th, it still hadn't. When I woke up, and I was like, okay, it's just not going to. My body hasn't regulated itself. It's just not going to work. So I was not really worrying about it. So then I was going to wait until like 2:30 to call my doctor and say, hey, it hasn't started. What do we need to do? Whatever. Well, right after lunchtime, it was probably about like 1 o'clock. I was like, oh, I need to go to the bathroom. I'm feeling kind of weird. And it started. That was day 35 of my cycle. That is a lot better than what it had been in the past, between 55 and 65 days. So, and that was after taking the progesterone. That was after taking the letrozole. So my body has started to regulate itself naturally again. I mean, yes, I had the progesterone and yes, I had the letrozole. And so they definitely helped, but it started on day 35. So then I called the doctor and I said, hey, I was supposed to call if my period didn't start. Well, it started today. So I had to leave a voicemail because I couldn't get to the nurse's desk and I couldn't get to the doctor, obviously. So then I just waited and waited for a phone call. And then the nurse called me about 4:45. And she said, I just wanted to confirm what day of your cycle you started? And I said it was today, so that would be day 35. And she said, okay. She said, let me talk to the doctor, and then I'll give you a call probably tomorrow morning. And I said, okay, great. So then Wednesday, which was the 9th, she called me, and she said, I talked to the doctor, and he wants you to do another round of letrozole. And I was like, great, because that's what I wanted to do to begin with, was to do another round, because the first round didn't work. So I said, okay, that's fine. I said, do I need him to call that in or what? She said, well, when he prescribed it last month, he gave you 5 refills, so just refill it, and then on day 5, day 1 start your period. Your period starts, that's day 1, and then day 5 start the letrozole, and then do your process all over again. So today is what is today? Today is the 11th of December. So today is day 4 of my cycle. Tomorrow I start the letrozole again, so it'll be round 2. And I'm also supposed to do another 21-day progesterone blood test. So I will do that on the 28th of December. Like I said in my progesterone update, I think things are moving in the right direction. Obviously, the progesterone helped, and hopefully it'll continue to help. I also thought it was kind of funny that the day that I was supposed to call if my period didn't start, God and Aunt Flo came through for me. So I'm gonna take that as a good sign. We will see what happens this round. Last round was a little weird. It didn't work, and I knew it didn't work before I went for my progesterone test. I think there was just a lot of pressure for me and my husband. There's a lot of stress involved with it. Even though I tried to stay as unstressed as possible, it just didn't really work out. But this round is going to go so much better. It's going to go so much smoother. It's going to be a lot easier because I know the process now. I know what I have to do. So I'm very excited to do the second round, and I'll keep you guys updated on what is happening. I didn't have any side effects last time, so I'm really hoping, or I had a few, but I didn't have a lot. So I'm hoping that happens again, where I don't have a lot of side effects. It's a waiting game again, but I'm okay with that because, like I said, I have made progress. My body has made progress, and that is what I'm most excited about. And I don't know, it just makes me really happy to know that I'm going in the right direction for my body, for what's going on with me. And I'm very, 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 very thankful that my doctor is, he's on top of it. Like, he really is so on top of it, and he's so smart, and he's so caring, and he is so comforting, and not just him, but his staff. So I'm just really, really, really thankful for them too, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. Like I've said in my past video, if round 1 didn't work, we're gonna try again, and then if round 2 didn't work, then we would go to like maybe a fertility clinic or whatever. Right now, that is not something that we are gonna do. We're gonna see if this works. If it is still progressing, but not progressing at as fast a pace as I want it to, then yes, my doctor will increase my progesterone medication, and I'm just gonna continue to see him. That is a personal choice. I know that some people will say you should do this, you should do that. It's a personal choice. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do what's best for me. I'm gonna do what's best for my body. I'm gonna do what is best for me and my husband. I want to do what's best for my sanity. So I trust my doctor. I have been with the same doctor since I was 15, so he knows my body. and I'm gonna trust that he knows what he's doing, because I know that he does, and he's done it for a lot of years, and everybody's different. So my choices are my choices, and I have a lot of family and friends who respect that, and I hope you guys will too if you are watching this. But that's where we are right now, and I guess that's all I have, and I will update you guys in a couple weeks to let you know how I'm feeling, what's going on, what happened with the next progesterone test, and we'll go from there. Bye.